Hi, Rick from Grumpy's Diesel. Want to talk to you a little bit about, let's call it an investment. What we have here is a 2007 Ford F-250, actually really nice truck. Let's take a look inside. I want you to see what the customer saw when they went to the dealership, reputable dealership, and they were showing them the truck, and you know, let's take a look. So, seats are freshly redone. Everything's as it should. Clean, smells good, paint's nice on it. Steering wheel even has very little wear on it. So, I just want you to know that this is a nice truck. So, when we go to the nuts and bolts of it, let's say, we've got to know what's under the hood. We're paying $16,000, $17,000 for a used vehicle. This one's got 140,000 miles on it right now. He bought it in June. Everything's been going great. It pulls nice, it drives nice, it starts every morning. But yesterday he noticed a little fluid under the vehicle on his driveway, and he brought it into us. He says, "Hey, I've got an extended warranty. I paid $1,800 for it. And everything should be covered, bumper to bumper." That's when we start worrying. So what we did is Brian looked at it, and it's got fuel in the coolant. That is indicative of a cracked head or an injector cup. Pretty much the only place it can come from. And so what's going to have to happen is the process is we pull the injectors out, we pressurize the cooling system, and we take a little camera and we look in, and is it an injector cup or is it a cracked head? So either one of those jobs, pretty intense job. If it's cylinder heads, then obviously we have to replace the cylinder head. And I want you to know what some of the deal on this service agreement is. He's got 24-month coverage, like I said, bumper to bumper. And it specifically talks about engine blocks, gaskets, related parts. But here's the problem. Last page on the contract, and I'll paraphrase it a little bit. Any diesel vehicle that has been modified from the original manufacturer's specification, including but not limited to performance chips, programming, cold air intake, exhaust modifications, do not qualify for coverage. Simple put, and it's highlighted in his contract. This vehicle has a cold air intake, and it has a programmer. I'm not saying that's what caused this problem, but this is the loophole that this company is going to use to deny his warranty. I don't think it's right. A lot of mistakes were made here. The dealership should have disclosed the chip and everything to it. Customer didn't even know he had a programmer in it. The lending institution should have inspected this vehicle and said, "Oh wait, we can't even sell you this policy. It doesn't qualify." So he spent $1,800, and I guarantee you he will be disqualified for coverage for this vehicle. We haven't run it yet, but it's right here. And the repair is going to be $4,000 or $5,000. Now, he's only owned it for a few months. He's upside down in the vehicle because he owes the bank on it. The lending institution let him down. They took his $1,800, and the company isn't going to pay anything. What's he going to do? For him, he's in deep, and we're going to try to help him. I don't know how, but we'll get him out of this situation. What my whole driving point here is a $120 investment before this vehicle was purchased could have saved him all of this. We sit down with you guys and we talk about these things in depth. The little time that I'm talking to you, we've already found all these problems, and it didn't take long to find this problem either. So we talk to you, we advise you of what we see, what to be careful of, what the hot points of certain vehicles are. Certain vehicles have transmission problems, certain vehicles have injector problems. So we know the vehicle, 120 bucks, and you get to know, is this a good investment? Can I afford this vehicle? Do I even need a diesel? I guess we call it pre-purchase inspection. I urge people to do it, and we do a lot of them. Unfortunately, this guy didn't think about that. He trusted the dealership, and I'm not saying they're bad people. They're just selling vehicles. They didn't know it was going to crack a cylinder head 2 months later, but now he's looking, like I said, $4,000 or $5,000 to repair this vehicle, and it turns into a big mess. So come see us before you buy that vehicle. Let us put our hands on it, our eyes on it, hook the diagnostic machine, take a look at everything. We roll underneath, we look. We've seen them where they're full of rust underneath, look great on top. Give us a call, come by, let us look at it, let us save you some money in the meantime. Thanks, we'll see you next time.